So why does the Meta Quest 3 cost $500 and not $300 like the Meta Quest 2? Why is that? So this question I will answer in this video because there is a production cost leak, and that will show us how much does it cost to produce a Meta Quest 3. Very interesting. My name is Thomas and you're watching Voodoode VR. Thank you to my sponsors, Woodghost VR, Opperman Events and Virtual Escape. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go.
Voodoode.
Okay guys, and let's check this out. It's very interesting in my opinion. So here's an article of XR Daily News, and all the stuff that I tell you is based on a Chinese group of XR analysts called Welsen XR. They also made analytics for the Quest 2, the Pico 4 and the Quest Pro and the Apple Vision Pro. And they made a list. Look at this here. This is very interesting. In my opinion, at least, it's very interesting. So when we go through the components, we have the main board. On the main board, there's of course the XR2 Gen 2 processor from Snapdragon. We have RAM, ROM, power management chip, Bluetooth chip, Wi-Fi, codec, RF chip, PCB, and the whole main board is $148. So pretty high part of the total cost. Very interesting is that the XR2 Gen 2 processor by Snapdragon is alone $90. So the chip, the XR2 chip, is the most expensive part of the Meta Quest 3. Yeah, very interesting. Then we have all the sensors, the cameras, IMU, distance sensors, PCB. All that stuff is around $41. So I thought that was cheaper, the small cameras or so, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. What I find very interesting is the optics. So the Quest 3 has the pancake lenses. We have LC displays, 2 LC displays and IPD adjustment, and the optics module is $133. So for example, the 2 LC displays costs $80, $40 each. And for example, with the Quest 2, there was a single screen and that was only $38. Yeah. So only this part is double the production cost of the Quest 2. Very, very interesting. And then we have the headset casing, the plastic parts and all that stuff. Structural components is $16. Then we have the cooling module, the fan and the heat sink is only $3. We have this one is interesting. The controllers and the 2 batteries are only $33. So it's around $16 to $17 for one controller. I thought that was much more expensive, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, what's included? There's the infrared lights, all the capacitive touch sensors, and all the components, the rumble motors, and all that stuff. So, I thought that was more expensive, but okay. Audio assembly, yeah, the speakers, headphone jack, and the bad microphone. It's only $6. They should have spent $10 on that, and then the microphone would be better. I don't know. Then the battery, connection cable, $8.50. Also not so expensive. Then some accessories, charging cable, charging head, $6. The package, the package and the stuff is only $3. I also expected this to be more. Yeah, and then you will see alone these 3 parts here are already more expensive than the production costs of the Quest 2. That's crazy. And all in all, there's $400 material costs, and then also some costs of OEM and ODM 30 bucks, you are on $430 without tax. And the after tax cost, the production cost of the Quest 3 is $478. Yeah, and this is only material costs. There's a lot of stuff around that, like also the development costs and all that stuff. Yeah, so the Quest 3 is sold at $500, and I think they sell it with a loss. Yeah, when you think there's another costs around all that stuff, and this is very interesting. So we are. Some people here say, "Oh my God, it's so expensive. Why don't they sell that for $300?" Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, and I mean, we cannot, in my opinion, we cannot expect a company to sell a headset for $300 when the production cost is $500. That's not really fair, is it? I don't know. For example, there's also an article of Upload VR here, and the same Chinese analyst group made also a list of the Apple Vision Pro components, and it's also interesting. Of course, the components are much more expensive. Like only the displays are $700, chips and cooling $286, and lenses $260. But then when we calculate all that stuff, we are at around $1,700 production costs. But Apple doesn't sell it for $1,700, but for $3,500. So this is a complete different thing than Meta does. Yeah, that's really interesting. And yeah, so we also have this very interesting comparison for the upcoming Meta Quest 3 Lite. Yeah, so this will be next year, and it will cost around $200. And they also calculated some stuff. So there will be the main board, RAM and storage for around $120. Then perhaps only a single screen for $30 to $40. Then all the camera stuff and so on, $20, and only Fresnel lenses, $4. So they will have a production cost around $160 to $190 and sell it for $200. So they will likely, with all the other costs, have a loss there as well. That's strange, right? So in all, in my opinion, I think the price is okay, $500. Yeah, I think it's okay, because I mean, yes, they have they spend a lot of billions of dollars into that metaverse stuff. Yeah, and this is very expensive, and they have a huge loss in this segment. But yeah, of course, Meta is doing their money with other stuff like advertising and whatever, and this is not their main part to earn money. But yeah, to be fair, I would say the price is fine for the Quest 3, $500. Yeah, we cannot expect them to sell that for $300. That would not be fair, in my opinion. What do you think? I think it's very interesting. What do you say? To see the different parts here of the headset and so on. So that was, in my opinion, very cool to see that. What do you think? What is your opinion? Should Meta sell it for $300? So if I had a company, I think I would sell it for $700. I want to earn money with that. I don't know. So at least with the for the 128 gigabyte version, they likely sell it with a loss, but for the 512 gigabyte version, perhaps not. Yeah, that's it. Very interesting. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If yes, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
Voodoode